When Michael Jordan announced his retirement, I thought my youth was over. I don't remember exactly how I became aware of Michael Jordan. It's not like I was able to watch a lot of the games he was in. We had a FKN at the time, which was a U.S. military channel, and they would show it in the mornings, and I would watch a lot of the games that Michael Jordan was in, especially during the playoffs. And I don't really remember the word air back then. But it felt like Michael Jordan was really flying through the air, and when I saw him catch the ball and jump, which is now so famous, it was jaw-dropping. When I saw him in the All-Star game, in the dunk contest, at the free throw line, catching the ball with one hand, jumping up and dunking it, it was shocking. That's what the human body is capable of, and it's a performance that too many athletes can do now. Michael Jordan is probably the greatest athlete of all time. And that goes beyond basketball. There are great athletes in a lot of sports, but I think Michael Jordan is the greatest because he made basketball a global sport. And the nature of basketball is that it's played by a small number of people, so one person with great skill can change the game. He won a lot of games, he had a lot of championship rings, and he won gold medals in the Olympics. I knew there was going to be a movie about Michael Jordan at some point. This movie, Air, is subtitled, Courting a Legend. It's about courting a legend, and for Michael Jordan, Nike and Michael Jordan are inseparable. Nike is the sneaker company that it is today, globally, because of Michael Jordan. It was very popular in the US, but Adidas, Converse, and others were dominating the market at the time. Nike had less than 20% of the market at the time, and Adidas was so old that they were a force to be reckoned with. Now it's completely flipped. Nike is the undisputed number one, and Adidas is not what it used to be. Especially recently, Adidas collaborations with hip-hop artists have become a boomerang. And they're really struggling, and Nike's growth is largely due to their collaborations with Michael Jordan. And unlike other sneakers, Nike sneakers have a resale market, so even if they're not new, they're selling for more money and getting invested in. Not all Nike shoes are like that. When it comes to Nike shoes, the Air Jordan series has been getting a lot of attention and selling for a lot of money. The movie shows what happened that led to this partnership between Nike and Jordan. The movie is set when Michael Jordan is just coming out of the draft and going to a pro team, and when you go to a pro team, you have to have a full-fledged marketing partnership. Nike had some market share in jogging shoes at the time, but basketball shoes were non-existent. So they were trying to get their brand out there by signing a bunch of second-tier players rather than top-tier players. And even if they wanted to sign a top-tier player, they couldn't because Adidas and Converse had a tight grip on them, and the players felt like Nike was kinda behind them. At this point, Sonny Matt Damon decided to take a leap of faith and focus all of his attention and all of his budget on Michael Jordan, who was the number 3 rookie at the time. He sees that Michael Jordan has the qualities to be a great player, different from the average player. At the buzzer beater, everyone gets nervous and has that, please, feeling, but when he watches Michael Jordan's game on video, he sees that he doesn't get nervous at all. He even asks for the ball when there's seconds left in the game and he's only a freshman, and he's relaxed before and after he makes the shot. When he sees this, he proposes to Phil Knight Ben Affleck, the president of Nike, that he would risk everything to sign Michael Jordan. He also tells Rob Jason Bateman, the head of marketing, but he's against it, saying it's ridiculous. What's more, Michael Jordan loves Adidas too much. It's not that Nike isn't interested, it's that he hates them. In this scenario, it's too hard for Nike to appeal to Michael Jordan and get his attention. When Sony reaches out to his agent, he's told the obvious. Sony would do something they weren't supposed to do. It's a risky endeavor, because if it doesn't work out, Sony and Rob both lose their jobs. This is where we see the huge role of Michael Jordan's mom, Delores Viola Davis, who now makes $100 million a year in non-earned income. You realize in the movie that his mom played a huge role in all of this. He gets the biggest contract in history, and it's funny, When he gets the contract, he talks about his mom congratulating Sony. It's supposed to be the other way around. You don't really see the Michael Jordan character in the movie, but it's an exciting movie to watch. There's a lot of 80s songs in it, so that's nice too.